Hello, DeadBurgerKing here. I figured since I am kind of branching out into new social media outlets, I figure I should just kind of redo my introduction video, kind of tell you who I am, why I stream, and why I'm using VTuber. Um, First and foremost, I'm upfront with everything. I try to be as honest as I possibly can. I try to be upfront about everything, and I kind of assume everyone would be the same, you know, which has led me to trust a lot of people I shouldn't have trust. But I digress. So I've been streaming for about 10 years or so. I originally started streaming without a VTuber model and just being myself and showing who I am, and that I have learned that being disabled can get you a lot of negative attention. I am in a wheelchair. I have ankylosing spondylitis and a vascular necrosis. Yes, that sounds like a rejected Mary Poppins song, but I digress. If you don't know what it is, just Google it. You'll find out pretty quickly. I was one of the youngest cases in Michigan to ever get diagnosed back when I got diagnosed. But when they were trying to figure out what was wrong with me, the damage from the degenerative properties of the diseases were already attacking me, and by the time they diagnosed me, the damage was done. My spine is fused and my hips are fused and I can't stand up straight, but I'm not paralyzed. I can still use my legs and feel everything and whatnot, but that still, like, when I streamed and I did develop a small following, wound up getting affiliate on Twitch. Some people didn't like that, saying that, it's just the wheelchair that I got views and whatnot, and I don't want that. Like, I don't want that anymore. So, like, I'm trying to, like, shy away from talking about it or mentioning it in my streams. Because, like, I stream to have fun. I don't want to be reminded of my ailments, every time I go to play a game on stream. I also don't want my streams to be derailed by the I'm sorry that happened to you, and, sympathy and pity in my streams. Like, I don't want that. So I've decided to just start streaming as a VTuber, and my primary goal streaming isn't to make money. It's not to make clout or become popular. It's just to genuinely make friends. That's really all I want. I encourage people to not sub or give bits or whatnot, and if they want to support me, to instead donate to the American Wolf Foundation, because I'm a very honest, upfront person. I kind of expect everyone else to be equally as honest and upfront, which has led me to trust a lot of wrong people, a lot of the wrong people that have led to taking advantage of my friendship, and that led to a lot of drama, which I seem to be unable to avoid. And on top of that, I'm autistic and I have social anxiety, so, like, I don't really talk in Discord servers that much, because, like, one of my biggest fears is saying something wrong. Like, in my brain, I'll be like, alright, I'm gonna say something really uplifting, really nice, and I am going to support this person that's going through a tough time, and I'll post it in my head. It sounds, it sounds supportive and I'm doing a good job and I am going to say something that is going to make this person feel great and that's going to make me feel great. But then response be, what do you mean by that? You making fun of me? Are you saying something, are you making fun of me or you're making fun of me? And then from there, everybody else jumps in. You're making fun of him. You're such an asshole. And then whole servers on you, yelling at you. And I don't know why. Like, that's one of my biggest fears. So, like, and I've had it happen. So, like, I kind of have a complex about talking in Discord servers. I don't even talk in mine, So I do DMs instead. But also, being autistic, you become an easy target for people who want to damage you. Every action you take, every word you say, gets put under the microscope and dissected to fit into a false narrative to make you look bad. Like, I've had a lot of bad experiences with that. I stream to make friends who are patient, understanding, and know to ask questions. Ask questions instead of mindlessly, blindly believing what they're told. Like, the reason why I don't want to become popular is because I don't want people in my chat that are just there because, I'm popular. Like, those are the people that will just blindly listen to whatever they're told. Any scandal that appears, they'll be like, oh, well, I'm definitely not going to ask questions or think for myself. That person is guilty. I've had enough, So, like, I'm done with that, I genuinely want to make friends. Like, I've had someone take advantage of my social anxiety, being like, if they really wanted friends, then why aren't they talking in Discord? They don't talk in any Discord servers. They don't really want friends. They just want your view, It's just like, how do you respond to that? Like, I do want friends, but I do have some mental issues that prevents me from socializing with people normally. So, like, I stream because in front of the camera, I feel like I'm alone, Like, I don't have to hide who I am. And having, being able to moderate my own chat and having friends that know me and people I trust who are good friends, knowing, who should be banned, who should be timed out, yada yada. It's comforting and makes me feel safe to be myself. That is why I stream. To make friends with people who know to ask questions, who can think for themselves, and want a genuine friendship that, like, people that are, I feel like this is like a fucking dating video right now. Oh my god. I like long walks on the beach and watermelon on picnic tables. I don't know. If I see something dumb or I see something offensive, I want friends who are cool-headed and level enough to be like, hey, you said this and it's kind of offensive, so I can profusely apologize and realize that, I said something wrong because someone pointed it out to me, instead of this huge lynch mob with pitchforks and torches, I did some research on the VTuber community too, and, like, a lot of them are kind of in a situation, the same situation, where they just want to make friends and just want to hang out, have a good time, not have their, if they have disabilities, not have their disabilities thrown about, like, and talked about. Yeah, that's why, that's another reason why I'm taking to VTuber mode. I feel like I'm forgetting like really important stuff that I should mention, but this was supposed to be a 3-minute video and it's probably going to be like 10 minutes long. There's going to be a lot of editing ums. I think that's enough. I don't know. This was supposed to be a this is me and that's why I'm streaming and yada yada video, but I feel like it's coming off more like a dating profile at this point. I don't know. Anyways, I'll shut up now. That's my video. Okay, bye.